It's your weekly dose of highbrow discussion and debate about the housemates. Basically, it's all about psychology and all that malarkey. Time to meet the panel. First up is my regular Saturday night fling. This man knows more about psychology than the twins know about a carvery menu. Maybe not. Are you seeing Lee? Next up is a body language guru and our very own Dame Judy. It's Judy James. Nice dress, looking hot to trot. And for our next guest, we really have to thank her driver because he literally brought the funk. It's Dr. Funky! Completing tonight's panel, last night you kicked her out and now you want to get inside her head. Be careful what you wish for, it's Wolfie! Now, before we get down to business, it's been a busy old few days in the world of Big Brother and I think we need a little recap. Do you agree? Yeah! Of course you do. Here's the week in 92 seconds and 17 frames.
Hello, Dexter.
Hello.
I would suggest you make yourself comfortable now and get ready.
We will do. Thank you very much.
What is the worst that can happen?
Hi.
If you're talking about me, bruv, say it to my face. He's just assuming the worst.
You definitely are quite scheming. I feel like taking away the cigarettes just to see how Wolfie will feel.
There's something not right.
Oh my God, Gene and Dexter! Oh my God!
What a fucking joke.
Wolfie, Charlie, Callum, Hazel.
We have decided to replace Charlie with Jackie.
I'm irritated, I'm frustrated. I'll get really cross.
Feel the tension.
I'm fucking going insane.
No, you sick! This is sensational. Oh my God!
Oh, God.
Fuck my life.
Am I fucked?
Gotta be.
Oh!
Pipe down, fatty.
Bringing up the weight cards, that isn't acceptable.
It is, because I just did it.
Wolfie. Shut up!
So rude.
She really is evil inside.
Oh, my God. You smell like a fucking onion ring.
Fuck's sake, what have I done?
But I feel much better informed, don't you just? Let's get started. Hi, Wolfie.
Hey.
How have your first 24 hours out of the house been?
Happy because I got to see my girlfriend again, obviously, but at the same time, obviously I wanted to be in there for another 6 weeks.
I know. Well, Judy, what should she have done to stay in there a bit longer?
I think Wolfie needed to do something that she couldn't do, and that was to sustain that, what I feel was a bit of a caricature that went in there down the catwalk. That very resilient, that strong. It was like the poster girl for everything that was anti-diva going in there. And I think when Wolfie got in there, I think actually that mask slipped slightly, and under attack and under pressure I think we saw a much more sensitive person, much more thin-skinned person. We got tears and everything like that. I think what then caused a problem was that in a bid to reboot that kind of first character, I think you put on too tough an exterior, and that's where we got the aggression, we got the arrogance, and that I think was downhill. And maybe not spitting next time if you want to win.
That spitting was absolutely awful.
Oh, watch out, you're in range.
Well, you do it to the right-hand side. You're a righty, so that might come over it. All that dirty flops.
Dr. Funky, yes. Callum did say there's a very fine line between self-confidence and arrogance. Did Wolfie cross that line?
And I do think Wolfie crossed that line, but let's look at what is self-confidence. Sorry, Wolfie, I'll explain. Someone who's self-confident, they show that they're secure within themselves. Yeah. Someone that is arrogant, they're not secure within themselves. And what we saw with Wolfie, and I do blame an element for Dan why Wolfie's had this kind of breakdown and, you know, with the viewers. Because when Wolfie did go in, like Julie said, she was potentially the one that was going to win. But as soon as the viewers gave those horrible comments about her being unhygienic, then Dan kept saying that she is a mole in the house. Where could she go? Those barriers that she put up became the arrogance that we saw. I don't think it was intentionally that Wolfie wanted to do that, but that was how she had to survive in the house.
Would you agree with that, Wolfie?
To an extent. I mean, I felt quite victimised by Dan at first. Like, he was interrogating me every day. He's like, you're an actor, you're an actor. I'm like, come on then, I'll win the BAFTA, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, like that, I think that definitely, that was the downhill slide then. And then I went to the diary room, I was like, yeah, you know what, screw it, yeah, I do want to win it. I do want to win it for people who feel insecure, and, you know...
I think in words, the difference between I do want to win it, which I think would have been fine with everybody, but you were saying I'm going to win it, and I think that's what people immediately go in the opposite direction and think, oh, do you think so? That's up to us.
Well, Wolfie, you didn't win it. I'm sorry, just to remind you, Dexter, Judy, let's talk Dexter and Charlie. What on earth is going on there?
The thing with Dexter, and I think we need always to remember this, he's in there writing his own headlines with himself as the star of the headlines. He's always aware, what can I do to get in tomorrow's newspapers? And I think this is just one new wheeze that he's alighted on. He couldn't even act it out properly. I mean, if you watch his body language, he didn't use any eye contact. Now, if you say I love you, you do kind of look to see what the response is. He also did this strange... He had to do this metronomic gesture to get the script out. I really like you. I mean, that's not good.
Charlie, though. Charlie has not said no. She's kind of weighing it up. She's up for a bit of the Dex.
This is the first time that I'm actually thinking Charlie is playing the game, because there's been no attraction between Dexter and Charlie. Dexter only said he liked Charlie because Daly was sitting right next to him, and then said, oh, I like Charlie. He's not going to say he likes Hazel because they've already had that explosive argument. Now Charlie's thinking, maybe Dexter does look kind of enticing. But I think this is now a game plan from Charlie's perspective.
Really?
I can't sit here.
Come on, everyone likes a little bit of attention sometimes, even if it is from Dexter.
Wolfie, did you notice any kind of tension, sexual tension between the two of them? What do you think?
Dexter is full on head over heels for Hazel, don't care what anyone says.
Right.
It's obvious. He knows that he's punching well above his weight, though, and what he did to try and get in with her was, in a sense, try to use his, you know, sugar daddy dating tips, and like, he likes to put women down to present himself like on this kind of pedestal, which I think's just degrading.
That's a bad thing.
She definitely didn't take to it, and now he's thinking, you know, I need that showman. He's a very strong game player, you know.
Well, he's trying to break and make the headlines. And we did see Dexter talking up his chances with Daly tonight. Take a look at this.
Just wish I would have stayed there because we were like getting close and stuff and but that's obviously why they did it, innit? Because they know now if I'm out here and I'm like all over her, like in front of her mum, then shit's gonna fucking come down.
It's funny because now you're like me.
Yeah, apart from your love, and you're a hero. I'm the arsehole that upsets women.
Because now you're like me, because I'm going to cheat on my girlfriend. Who cares about her?
It's really bad. Dr. Funky, could there be any more wrong with their perceptions?
I mean, it's interesting that now they have something in common. They're like two girls, well, Dexter says he likes two girls in the house, and they've both got girlfriends. So now they may actually form a relationship, friendship together. But come on, Dexter is really not telling his truth, and it's Hazel, the person that he likes, just like Wolfie highlighted.
Definitely.
Liar, Dexter, you liar! We can sniff it from here. Now, Dr. Funky, you know, I want to talk about Gina because she's returned to the house and she's absolutely devastated. She's acting all spoiled. What's next for her?
I think Gina is just a character that we all love watching. She just expresses how she feels. I mean, this is a woman that stayed in the most expensive hotels and she had a bit of luxury. Now she's going back into the Big Brother house. I think Gina will be safe in the house. I don't think we should worry about her. Gina will be Gina. I don't think she'll be voted as much as she has been in the past. I think she might have some people that want to form strong alliances with her.
Interesting. I mean, as we know, the voting lines were open for you at home to pick the next pair of housemates to enjoy life in the safe house. Well, the lines are now closed, and this is what happened.
For the last 24 hours, the public have been voting for who they would like the new residents of the safe house to be, and therefore, who is immune from the next week's eviction. The housemates were all divided into couples, and the results are in. Big Brother can now reveal that the new Safe House residents are...
Oh, God.
It's going to be you and Daly.
Oh.
Daly.
And
another girl.
Hazel.
Hazel.
You knew it. You said.
But that's not all. Big Brother thinks that Safe House residents should not have to lift a finger or venture out of the luxurious surroundings of their safe house. So to ensure their comfort, Big Brother has installed a Safe House request hotline.
I can't leave the house.
Safe House mates must stay within the confines of the Safe House and must use this hotline to call through requests to the other housemates.
Oh.
Dr. Funke,
I'm not happy.
Is this a little bit cruel of the viewers?
It's extremely cruel. Let's just take ourselves back a week. When we saw Daly's girlfriend, you know, when Emil gave that very emotional interview, that was heartbreaking. And now we're going to put them both in the house. Ian, this is serious, honestly. Yeah, no. Putting them both back in the house together, what are we going to create? So just say that they do.
Well, if we're lucky, they might create a baby, because they're going to be having a little bit of that.
Stop. I mean, well, you know, Ian has just put it so brilliantly. But Judy, they did say that they'd stop themselves just in time, and now we put them in a room together. Is it danger time?
They didn't stop themselves just in time. I mean, if that was the line, they were well over it anyway. I mean, all right, I didn't kiss, but I mean, they did everything else.
Exactly.
But I think they've well overstepped the line. Whether they can now backpedal, I mean, they obviously can't. I think we're going to get a load of PR in there. I think Daly will be telling us how he loves his girlfriend and he wouldn't do anything untoward. I think she's going to be doing her usual flirty stuff. I think she's already started it.
Yeah.
So, but it is cruel.
It's really cruel.
It's cruel, but it's not our fault.
Oh.
You did that. So, let me tell you, Big Brother has a whole host of twists and turns in store for both Hazel and Daly. And the others. And all will be revealed very soon. Ooh, indeed. Ooh. Still to come, we'll be having a natter about the hot. They do what we say. It's like, say it. Come on, say
Panto
it.
season.
Still to come, we'll be having a natter about the hottest double act since Cannon and Ball, the twins. Plus, I'll be hearing from you lots when I take your calls in the phone room. So don't go anywhere. Don't. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Psych, and you'll be glad to know that despite the crazy attraction between us, Ian and I have stopped ourselves just in time.
Yeah, I didn't, AJ, sorry. I've got gunge in my vagina.
Gunge in the clunge, man.
Wolfie, let's not go there. Let's move on.
Oh, we already
now,
went there.
it is time to talk about everyone's favourite twins since Jedward, Jack and Joe. Let's remind ourselves of what they promised us before going into the house.
If Big Brother could only put one of you in, who would it be?
It would be Jack. There's no point trying to cut the mustard. Jack wants to say his name. It would be Jack.
But I don't know. I feel like I want this quite a lot.
So it would be you.
Should it go me?
What?
Should it go me?
Well, I want it to be both of us, but if we had to, it would go
If
you.
we had to, it'd be me. Oh, I sound really big-headed now.
You sounded big-headed earlier in a text. I
sound
wouldn't
like
worry.
a bastard. Oh, he yawns and he talks
Jack does
all
his
the
thing where he
time.
walks and he burps. He's got
stand
actual
it.
flatulence problems.
I do not have flatulence
You do.
problems.
You walk and you burp.
That's only after I've had a meal.
No, it's not after a meal.
It
You walk down and you go,
is.
and it's that noise as well.
Well, Joe
you walk and you go, and you're like, please, Jack.
Joe yawns and talks all the time, and that's my one pet hate. I cannot stand it, and then he's just like...
And Jack also does his thing where he goes, hello, Mr. Chubby. And he says something like that. And that's really rude.
Mr. Chubby. Wolfie, that's the twins before they went into the house. Are they exactly the same in the house?
Hell no, man.
No?
Like, everybody thinks that they're like these proper happy-go-lucky people. They can be bitchy, man. They have got a serious game plan going on, and they're good at it, and that's why they'll probably make it to the final, you know?
Oh, bitchy. Well, we know the bitchy. Dr. Funky, as twins, how much of an advantage do they have over the rest of the housemates?
Complete advantage. I mean, we know that Jackie and Charlie, mother and daughter, but they can't discuss nominations. The twins can discuss nominations. They can be bitchy or, you know, whatever they want to be. Exactly. And also, when you think about twins, these twins, I mean, they're going to do well. I can imagine as soon as they leave Big Brother house, PR people are going to be on there.
They are going to be very, very big stars, aren't they?
I think they're very comical. And remember, we had Jedward.
Ian,
you're not a fan of the twins?
I find them really boring now.
No, they're brilliant. Absolutely boring. They're brilliant. And I think with Jedward, people were laughing at them, whereas with the twins, we're laughing with them.
Exactly. Nicely put. Now, Judy, Joe is 6 minutes older than Jack. Does this affect the relationship?
This is actually quite hilarious because traditionally in a sibling relationship, the older sibling will be more responsible, much more adult. And he is more like that. And how did he learn that in 6 minutes? I found that absolutely fantastic. And when they have a squabble, he tends to take the more parental role as well. So he's got into the traditional roles, but he's done it in that 6-minute gap, which is fascinating.
Wolfie, Dan has said that he thinks that Jack is easier to get on with than Joe. Would you agree with that?
I don't know, I had some really nice conversations with Joe, even, you know, though they hate deep conversation, you know. He was very aware, though, afterwards, because he thought he was going to come across as that bitch. So, like, I don't know, Jack is lovely, though. Me and Jack had many gay talks about musicals and going to the West End together and singing We Will Rock You and Wicked and got told off about commercial music every 2 seconds.
Yeah, we've only seen them be separated once when Jack was in quarantine. Dr. Funke, did he struggle in there because he was separated from Joe, do you think?
Of course he struggled. You remember when he came out, he had to have his hair shaved and he felt that Joe wasn't understanding. You remember he said, Joe, don't you know what it's like in there? And that was the first time they've been separated. And they were separated and Big Brother didn't give them no food, only white rice. So there was such deprivation and he didn't share that with his brother.
Ian. Ian, I know, it's mean.
You're not bored of all that bickering and that...
You're bored of it. You love it. That's what they do. And, you know, at first it was difficult to tell them apart, but now they've got very distinctive traits and the personalities are really coming through separately. Judy, what's changed there?
I don't think much, actually. I mean, if you notice, whenever they get under any sort of social pressure or in the diary room chair, they go back to being absolutely mirrors of one another, and they even talk together as well when they're nominating, which is really interesting. But I think they've got a good survival mode there because the rest of the time they go into good cop, bad cop. And I think what that does, it kind of spreads the power. Because if it was just one unit, they'd be weaker. But when they play two roles, it's almost like they do a panzer movement on the housemates, which I think is very effective.
Amazing. Double trouble.
Double trouble. Funky, Gina and Dexter have dubbed Joe the evil twin. Is that fair?
I don't think that's fair. I don't know why they said that. I mean, okay, they might have been a bitchy, if you want to use those terms, but I think that was a bit harsh to say that for Joe. I think Gina and Dexter could be given those titles themselves. Exactly. And I think, really, you know, it's always good. It's always feels that you've got more power when you're looking at someone's behaviour, but I think that was unnecessary to call them that.
Well, it just made them really paranoid. It was
yes, poor Joe,
What for done? Well, their arguments are becoming the stuff of Big Brother legend. Let's take a look.
You've got to say thank you to me and Jackie, because you haven't done that yet.
You normally say thank you at the end.
You're being absurd.
You normally say thank you at the end.
No, you say thank you when you sit down, especially when it's been waiting there for you that long. You sit down, you go, I'm trying to overtalk me, then you start.
Lower your tone, strengthen the argument. Lower your tone, strengthen the argument. Lower your tone, strengthen the argument. Lower your tone, strengthen the argument.
Mate, you've got to lower your tone, lower your tone, strengthen.
He's just tired and moany because he hasn't had any meat for a week. It's not what it is, it's just that I'm tired, you're pissing me off. As it goes.
Do you think we all woke up at different times in the morning?
No, Joe, but I don't know why you're carrying on going on.
Shut up then.
Bickering. You sound like a little woman.
Well. What was it like watching them bicker, Wolfie? What was it like?
Do you know what? When they, like... it's hilarious. Like, when they actually, like, go like that, it's a bit, and you just get annoyed because it happens every 2 seconds. But, like, sometimes they just do it for comedy, which is hilarious. They're just like, oh, come on then, chubs, and then they're, like, throwing insults at each other. And, like, everybody in the house is laughing.
There's a feeling that one Travers could set off the other Travers was just a, you know, an inappropriate word. How lucky are Jack and Joe, Dr. Funke, that they seem to genuinely be unable to offend each other?
I think that's a really good point, because with the Travers, you can see that we're seeing some of that. Those, well, I don't even call it qualities, but their outbursts that they're probably going to have. With Jack and Joe, there's just a sincere relationship, and also I think they're exactly the same as what they're like at home, and that's what we're seeing on the screens, and that is why we actually love what we're seeing, apart from you, Ian.
Apart from you.
I bet it's not just me. I bet it's not just me.
Oh, yeah, lower your tone, strengthen your argument. Now, someone who knows the twins better than anyone is their dad, David, and he should be on the line. David, are you there?
Oh, I am indeed, AJ.
Hi, David. I really like your name. It reminds me of the story, David and Goliath. It's a classic. It's a classic.
What bit of his name reminds you of that story?
Take a wild guess. Now, what do you make of your boys arguing with Dan?
Just like being at home, they're arguing at the best of times with each other, and again, arguing with Dan, that'll come quite natural. As I said before, they won't be talked down to, and they're quite happy to have a verbal fight. It's not a problem for them.
Gina and Dexter have dubbed Joe the evil twin. What would you dub Gina and Dexter?
Apart from stupid, not sure.
I quite like David.
And what would Jack and Joe have been like in the safe house?
I thought it would have been very entertaining, actually, because I thought they would have wreaked revenge left, right and centre after the task they've had to do. And I think they would have had great fun putting people in that type of situation. And
look at the picture. Look at the picture of David. Doesn't he look like him?
Oh, God,
he's like the third twin. Look.
David,
lovely to talk to you.
We're related, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I know. It's strange, isn't it? Very quickly. Do you think they can win?
I don't really know. I haven't put much thought into it, and that's honest. As long as they're enjoying it and being themselves, that's fine by me. Whether they win or not, I really don't care.
David, lovely to talk to you, mate. Thank you very much, David. That's
no problem. Nice talking to you.
Bye-bye. He's a nice bloke, isn't he?
He was lovely. He was lovely. OK, what do you guys want to see? An exclusive? Smells sodgy, because it's time for Diary Room and Cups. Oz.
Big Brother just wanted to check that you are aware of the rules regarding alarms and waking up.
Oh, what? Oh, waking up?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you've had your lunch already. Tell me you've had your lunch already.
You must do. It's nearly 5 o'clock now.
This
Come on.
I'm saying. You've blatantly had your lunch.
Has Kate given birth yet?
Has Kate given birth yet? Go on, tell us one little thing.
Are you aware of the rules, Sam?
But like, when I'm actually awake under the covers.
Big Brother doesn't believe you.
Sam, a good friend of mine, has recommended politely, as you've heard, recommended that I sit here and say to you, oh, you know, the VT thing, that slept with over 200 women, he's recommended I sit here and say, oh yeah, it's true, and it happened when I was a kid and my sisters had a big sleepover with all their friends round.
Come on. Would I lie to you?
The truth is that VT was me acting up out of character to get in the house, and now that I'm here, I'm lively, I'm confident, and cheeky chappy from down the road.
Do you want to hear a joke?
I'm in a house where you've got rappers, where you've got PR gurus, where you've got millionaires.
Go ahead, Sam.
My mate Philip had his lip removed the other day. We call him Phil now.
I'm Mr. Average from down the road. I'm Joe Average.
We're good friends in here. Whether there's an attraction there or not, we're really good friends in here. I can talk to her about anything, and she can talk to me about things. But if I'm truthful to myself, in the real world, if I am in a relationship, if I do have Kate, then I would never be friends with her.
I guess we get on. There is obviously an attraction there and whatnot, but at the same time, when you're locked into a house and you only have a certain amount of people around you, half that you get on with you like for different reasons, half that you can't stand and you wish you didn't have to look at them, I guess you can gravitate toward a certain person.
Well, people think that I've got some sort of hidden love for Hazel, that's why I've suddenly got loyalty towards her, when really all I wanted to do was sort out the Daly and Hazel thing, and so we just drew a line in the sand and everything's sorted.
Because the fact that he's come into the house saying he's a girlfriend, a lot of people, I think, are starting to go, Hazel, what the hell is she, what is she doing, you know?
She's overly cuddly with everyone.
I'm the Wicked Witch from the West anyway, so...
Oh, because the last syllable of Philip is lip. That's been removed, not an actual lip. It's Phil. Get it? Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. Great joke.
It was a great joke.
It was a great joke. Great time.
And is Hazel the Wicked Witch of the West? You answer that yourself. Now, here we are in the lovely phone room, ready to take your calls. Who's first up, Kate?
We've got Franco from Nottingham.
Franco from Nottingham. Hello.
Hiya, Flower. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you, my darling. How are you?
Yeah. No,
good,
not you,
you.
Ian.
Oh.
Listen, my chat is this. I can't believe we live in a country where we've got no morals. How did Wolfie get evicted this week and let Hazel go through? It's just unreal.
Hang on a second. This is Hazel and Daly, I guess you're referring to. Why are you blaming Hazel?
Yeah.
Daly's the one with the girlfriend.
Well, yeah, but she's, all we heard all week from the housemates is that it's got the girl code or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know
but
what?
You'd understand, Franco.
Having said that, having seen Daly's girlfriend as well.
I know.
But then I don't understand why you're blaming Hazel. Daly is the one that's being the snake in the grass.
No,
he's not. Because he's a boy.
Daly needs to wake up and smell the coffee.
He does.
Daly's not being the snake in the... Daly's being played. He needs to wake up and he needs to stand in front of the mirror and say a serious word with himself.
Really, Franco?
Yeah, really.
No!
Franco's gone. He's gone.
Put the phone down.
Ooh. Who's on line 2?
We have Miss Samantha from Cornwall.
Miss Samantha from Cornwall, good evening.
Good evening, Ian. How are you?
Oh,
and how are you, you gorgeous woman?
Samantha. Miss Samantha.
Samantha, can I just say, Miss Samantha, before you tell us what you're calling for, you sound like filth. And I mean that in the best way, in the best possible way. What have you got for us tonight?
I'll take it as a compliment. Now, Dazel, they're going in, aren't they?
I know. What do you think of that?
In.
Did you hear Franco? Franco thinks it's all Hazel's fault. What do you reckon?
Oh, no.
Exactly.
No, he knows she's coming to him. He knows exactly her game. And I think they might genuinely like each other and hopefully it'll just fizzle out. But actually, how the hell are they going to keep their hands off each other? And I'm pleased there's no masturbators in the house this year. But maybe we're going to have a bit of a problem with them two in that room. Yes. And Kate is a strong girl. She'll get, she'll come out of it stronger and better.
Miss Samantha, you've had a full conversation with yourself there. That was extraordinary.
Because I certainly switched off. Let's see who's on.
Thank you, Miss Samantha.
Who's on line 3?
It's Julie from Northern Ireland.
Hello, Julie.
Hiya.
Hello. Hi.
Hiya. What's your matter?
I'm phoning about this Hazel and Daly thing.
Yes.
I have to agree with your boy that was on there first. I think Daly is the worst one out of this, and I think Hazel's getting a really raw deal.
What do you mean?
She might get a raw deal, eh? It's a joke. It's a joke.
No, because Daly instigated it. He's the one with the girlfriend. She's single. And he was the one that instigated it, and he was the one that should have backed off.
I'm with you.
Are we going to see, in that house, are we going to see a little bit of bunky going on?
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too. My eyes will be bleeding,
I tell you, the thing that's really annoyed me now is when Dexter and Gina was in the safe house, Dexter was saying, oh, that's disgusting, makes me sick, blah, blah, blah. And then, what did he do last night? On last night's show, and tell Charlie he's got feelings for her, and who's got a girlfriend?
Exactly! Preach to me, sister! Preach to me!
I like Dexter. I like Dexter.
Oh, my word. I want to speak to you every single week. We've got to go now, but thank you. Thank you.
All right, calm down.
Hey. I feel like, she's just made me testify. Now, still to come,
I'll be a witness.
More news from the new residents of the safe house.
See you in a little bit. Ta-ta.
Big Brother's bit on the psych. And unlike Gina, we're chuffed to bits to be here, aren't we? Yes, we are. We love it. Now, as you know, we love nothing more than a rummage round in people's brains, but not as much as we love an exclusive. So let's have it.
Me clever man.
Oh, we finally get to go in. Yes. That's cool.
I'm going to ask Dexter if they have petals like this.
Oh my God, it's really nice.
Wait a minute. They had a single bed before. They fucking think they're smart. Just put in 2 doubles.
Yep. Is it a week?
As well, we're safe for 1 week.
Wait,
that's what it said, didn't it, yesterday? Immunity.
Yep. I hope so, unless there's a catch. I said we're safe, but we can't nominate either.
That's romantic. That's romance.
No, it isn't. Secrets and lies are as clueless as we are. OK, so it's time to switch our focus, if we can, to some of the lesser-spotted housemates, Sophie and Sam. And in case you've forgotten, let's remind ourselves of who they are.
Can you give Big Brother one of your chat-up lines?
I ask them all, how's your family? In a slightly low-tone voice, and they say, sorry, what? I say, how's your family? And then they oh, and I go like, oh, what do you think? I said, and then they go, how's my... Oh, never mind, they just burst out laughing. It's like, you can't get the reaction if I explained it, but if I said it to a girl, it pulled off, they just crease up. And they just say, oh, how you're so hot, I can fry an egg on your face, maybe a couple of rashers of bacon if you slap on a bit of lippy.
You want to know if I will have a core up. You want to know if I'll stand and have a fight with someone if they took liberties. And yeah, I probably would sometimes. But when I go out, I don't generally go out to cause trouble. But if someone crosses the line, takes liberties out of me or my family, they will know about it. That's all I'm saying. Don't need to say nothing more.
I've got to say, I have got to say, if she wasn't so common, she'd be perfect.
Ian! You can't say that!
Can you not?
No, you can't!
I apologise to all common people.
Thanks. That means a lot. Oh, my gosh. OK, Judy, Sam and Sophie, both very popular in the house. Why are they fading away in the background to us viewers?
They're just hugely boring. I mean, I had to archive back to find them. I couldn't even think of anything that they'd done. It's not really their fault. I think they're the babies of the house. They've not got anybody to bounce off. I think that they're not doing what's called the reveal. I mean, Wolfie, you know, you saw different aspects of Wolfie. I think with those two, they're very one-dimensional since... I mean, Sam had his sexual tasering from Jemima on, you know, the first week, but apart from that, he's done nothing, really.
Wolfie, are they really boring in the house? Sam and Sophie.
All he ever talks about is the fucking football transfers, and it's just like, change the tune, you know. And Sophie, she is lovely. She's genuinely lovely. I'd want her to win. You know, she's brilliant.
Well, you know, in his hometown, Sam's a massive character with his cheeky, chappy sense of humour. And when I met him, he was like that, and I thought he's actually really funny. Is he being overshadowed, Dr. Funke?
Oh, definitely. I agree with Judy. He's been overshadowed by very powerful characters, and particularly the men. You've got the Callum, you've got the Dan, and now you've got the Daly and the Dexters. So where does Sam fit in? And remember, in his VT, he did say that he wanted to be a role model for all deaf people. And in the first week, I was thinking, oh, Sam, you're not really being a role model. But I think he's taken the back seat now and just watching. And remember, he lip reads. So maybe he's just lip reading everything that goes on in the house rather than actually exerting himself like the other housemates.
Oh, amazing. So do you think we'll see more from him later?
I think once the big characters kind of... Because I don't think Sam will be up. Because if Sophie didn't nominate Sam, he has never been nominated, just the same way as Daly. So I think he'll be safe from the house. So once the big characters go, we may see those qualities that Sam has.
Interesting. Now, does Sophie's sweet looks disguise, you know, a fearless fighter, Judy?
Oh, she is, for sure. I mean, she goes for the jugular. She's one of the only ones that will attack somebody using eye contact. She gives it a finger. I mean, she stands there, she's tenacious. But the trouble is, because they're the babies of the house, nobody fights back. So it's like she's arguing, and then they just sit there smiling, and she wanders off into the gloom. I mean, there's nothing to really for her to get her teeth into.
Wolfie, were you aware of any tension between Sophie and Sam in the house?
Really, they just never speak to each other. I think that's kind of... They just didn't have that common ground with each other, so that's why they nominated each other, you know? Like...
Dr. Funke, there has been kind of talk that perhaps there's a bit of a feud going on between the two of them. How has this slipped under the radar?
I mean, to me, when I heard that they were nominating each other, I thought, well, what have I missed? And I watch Big Brother continuously, so I'm thinking, thinking, what happened? And I just think they had a little banter, didn't get on, and it's carried on to the next week. And, you know, we're probably, why are they nominating each other? Is it a safe vote, or is it because, is there an attraction? Maybe not, I'm not sure, from Sam. I don't know, it's kind of one of those ones where, what happened? Why are they still carrying this on for 2 weeks?
Sophie, I've said this before, Sophie is easily the most beautiful housemate in there. Yeah. I think she's stunning.
Thank you.
You're out now, Wolfie. You're out. You weren't on the list. But no, I'm teasing. You're out. But I think she's stunning.
Not my type
she's
anyway,
stunning. I know. Yes.
Sit back.
Look, you know, tension faced the page during the face-to-face nominations. So let's remind ourselves of that.
My second nomination is Sophie. When we were playing that game where we had to find the keys, you pressed the button a lot, but then you wouldn't give an answer. It just struck me as if you got a lot to say about someone, like you know what the answer is, but you're too afraid to say it.
My second nomination is Sam, because I just feel like we haven't sat down and had a chat and spoke to each other like you have with everyone else.
Ooh, so Judy, what's going on there?
I was surprised he nominated her, but when she flipped the board over, I thought, well, obviously there is something going on. I think when you watch the body language, I think it's a kind of sibling banter thing. I mean, it's over nothing. It's over some silly little squabble. But I noticed with him, he's kind of laughing when he does it, but the last time when he said, I have tried to talk to her, her eyes suddenly went quite round, and then she pulled her lips in, and she did a Georgia, and I think she's quite angry, so I think she's got a little bit of aggression. I think we might see some fights from her to him.
Oh, Egg! We'll see something at least. It's better than nothing. Now, finally, down the panel, could either of them win? Hit me, Funky.
Well, I think Sophie will probably have the better chance of winning. I think they may end up being in the final four, but I think Sophie could possibly win. But I think there's so many twists and turns going on in the Big Brother house, and we can't really call it. But if it was to pin me down, I would say Sophie out of Sam.
OK, Wolfie?
Sophie's definitely got a better chance. I think in the early weeks, everybody's just like, oh, you know, Sam kind of, like you say, stays under the radar. He keeps himself quiet, and all he talks about is football. It gets old quick. And after a couple of weeks, and he's got no idea what's going on with Chelsea or Liverpool. Then all of a sudden, he'll just kind of sink
OK, so you're saying Sophie. OK, Judy, what do you think?
Sophie, but only because if she's last woman standing, if the rest of them all fight one another to death, then I think she'll be the last one standing up, but otherwise she doesn't stand a chance.
OK then, well, still to come. Ian will be hanging out in the camera runs, won't you?
I will be hanging out, yes, in the camera runs. That'll be me. Yeah, you're right to be impressed.
I know, it's very impressive, as always. And I'll have all the goss from the house, including Gina's latest moans about slumming it. Don't you dare go anywhere. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bits on the Side. Oh, hi, Polly.
Everybody's talking about me. I don't know how to trust secrets and lies.
All right, Paranoid Polly. Here's today's news. At 9:40 this morning, Jackie was missing her pet dog, Herbie.
I'm absolutely yearning to see Herbie, because he hasn't got long, I know, and I thought I'd be out before this to see him in his last days. Oh God, I absolutely yearn to see him. I can't tell you how bad it is. I shouldn't have done that plea to stay. I should have said, look, please. I bet no one's ever done that before. Please admit me, I want to go.
No, Jackie, you can't leave the house on Ryland's day off. Imagine his little face when he comes in tomorrow and you're not there. Stay strong, JT. Stay strong. We all love Herbie. Now, the fallout from the safe house twist continued at 11:50 this morning with Gina moaning on about life back in the main house. But I'm starting to think we've seen all this before.
How are you feeling?
A bit depressed. I look it too. Quite low.
You're missing your safe house?
Yeah. I felt like me again. I actually felt like me, and I felt confident, and I could have a bath and have a shower, and here I can't.
You can still have a shower, Gina. There's nothing... It's like, look, it's...
It's horrible, and I feel uncomfortable too, because I'm so used to doing all I want in the shower. I just miss it, and the view, and, you know, just chilling on the deck chairs, and, you know, even though I didn't make that much use of the jacuzzi, like, I just loved having it there, and I was just laying there, and, like, everyone was like, oh, God, stop it with your VIP and everything. Like, I knew that everyone was jealous. You know, I felt like it serves everyone right for being horrible about me. And then now, it just got taken away from me, and then now I feel low again, and someone else is going to have it. So unfair.
Who is she? Who is she? Who let Nikki Graham back in the house? As we saw earlier today, Hazel and Daly were chosen by you lot, yes, you lot, to enter the safe house. So don't blame us, because it was you lot. What on earth could go wrong, eh? Well, let's catch up with their latest goings-on.
We'll be fine.
But is it 1 week? As if it's 1 week. That's a long time to be bad on our own.
No. I'm gonna hate you in a week's time.
I'm gonna fucking hate you.
Come share the bed, Daly.
I'll share the bed. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. You're my new housemate, so... I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm gonna enjoy this, because if this is my last week, it's gonna be a good one. That is all. 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 So we won't be getting too serious about nothing.
Come share the bed, Daly. Oh, well, what did you think was going to happen, eh? You've only got yourselves to blame. Now check out the main show tomorrow at 9 p.m. to see what else went on. Trust me, there's loads. And that, my friends, is all the news I have for you today. Happy now? Good, because right now, Ian should be in the camera rooms telling me what's going on. Ian?
I'm looking in the safe house. I feel a bit dirty. Because Daly and Hazel are in there, and it just feels wrong watching two potential lovers. It's the mating ritual. They've, if you look carefully, only one bed has been used. The bed closest to us is the only one that's been used. It's got rose petals on it. Oh. There are rose petals around the bath. They are so going to have it off.
Oh, no.
They've been playing kind of sexy flirting games as well. The kind of ones that we play, AJ. Daly and Hazel have said... Well, Daly told Hazel she needs to shower naked. It's the rules.
What?
Yeah, it's the rules.
Daly said that?
Apparently so.
Oh,
and also, Daly then took a naked shower, and Hazel says, "Oh, I can see everything, mate."
Oh, no.
And then she took his towel. And also,
Are
Hazel...
you lying, Ian?
No, this is what happened, honestly. I don't lie.
All right.
Very quickly, Hazel says that being in the safe house is like going on holiday with a boyfriend in a weird way. Yeah, because it's someone else's boyfriend.
Oh, gosh. Ian, thank you so much. Keep watching.
I will. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
And hi, Ian.
Hi.
Everyone's called Ian on this show.
Yeah, we love a bit of Ian.
Apart from me. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good, good. Well... What's going on in the world of digital?
Well, first of all, I've got to plug the fact that the live stream is on straight after the show, straight after we come off air, until 2 in the morning at channel5.com/Big Brother. That's every night.
And me, every single night.
Every night till 2 a.m.
Can't miss it. Stay up. Get some luggage under your eyes and just stay up.
Stay up all night watching it. It's brilliant. Online, meanwhile, have to say, people aren't very pleased about what's happened today with the safe house. The result...
I don't get it. No one's happy, but, you know, you did it.
They voted for it. A lot of people are blaming Big Brother for it, but it was the public that voted.
Exactly.
Luke A., last year's winner, says Daly and Hazel in the safe house I have no words.
I know, speechless. It's rendered me speechless.
He's on the show tomorrow, so he's got about 12 hours to come up with some words.
Oh, right.
Because we'll be talking about it.
Surprise! Happy birthday,
the shit
Ian.
Thank you.
There we go. Well, brilliant. It's Ian's birthday. We're going to have a party and have loads and loads of cake. And that is it. We are all out of time, folks. Thanks so much to all of my guests. It's been a real joy. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow lunchtime at 11:55 for Ryland's Supersized Celebrity Sunday. A special guest. You'll love it. See you. Oh, no, wait. That's not the end. Bye-bye.